Alright, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of Colombia. We are going to be working on getting basically our government switched over to a autocracy. See if we can get freed up with our kind of like limitations as far as making Cassius bellies against other nations on our own. I think that's something you should be able to set your agents to do as a mission, like realistically. Just, I don't know why it's not a part of the game, but this is what people do in real life. Hasn't ever changed. So there's lower demand for Colombian goods abroad. There's a chance that's going to lower us into a recession, which it did, which hurts very badly. That is actually pretty terrible. The perfect time to declare war. Like we should go for it right now. I don't know why we're not. It's very annoying that we're not. Oh god. It's funny because you can tell my gain of factories is just enough that it's superseding my debt increases. So I'm not like really improving my weekly balance that much. I'm just at this weird stable point where it's like basically broken even. Where if as long as I can make factories continually, I'll never. It might actually be, well, it may be broke here because of the 99% construction speed versus the 108. And that's purely from having the recession. But I was at a point where I was just kind of like hovering on the precipice of our debt and interest rate increasing. I mean, if I can lower corruption, I'll be better off. I might be able to actually speed up our economic recovery. I just don't know if I'll have that political power by May of 2010 when everything settles. I'm going to be switching the entire economy over at that point. All right, so we got a spice set. $30,000's the next GDP per capita mark, and then we basically have to double our economy for the next flat GDP increase for research slot. A lot of work to still do then. I'm assuming we'll make it, but I'm really skeptical. Yeah, I guess I could get these power increases. These are quick, and that'll help immensely. I'm gonna do that. That'll make sure that I get enough electricity to make up the gap before this power plant's done in Santander. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Okay. At least with the elections, I'm pretty sure you can go into debt, right, with your political power. If I hit the point I can take a reduction in corruption before that, I'm going to do it. I've already got neo imperialism. I'm already switched to the military faction. I should have everything set up. So as long as we're not a democracy, we'd be fine. And having autocrats in charge doesn't necessarily make you an autocracy, though. So I don't know if this will work or not, but we're going to find out. It's a new decade, not just a new year. Yeah, you can see the deficit is going down. Man, that is like running along a knife edge on the economy right now. Yeah, so I guess if world tension is high enough, you can do this. So if there's 40% world tension and I have over 60% war support, I should be able to take this potentially. $538. And it does feel good that this is the first day I felt good enough to actually record enough that I can get ahead on these recordings so I can actually have a set release schedule again. And then I can start adding some of the other series back into play. So there's good news for those that are lacking some closure on how some things have gone. Uh oh. Don't crash. The music's repeating. Okay, it's fine. It survived. We're going to lower the corruption down to 6. Yeah, that's a huge reduction in expenses. Most of our... Yeah, so if I got rid of the debt completely, I would actually be making money right now. That's a wild thought. That should have bumped my research rate as well. Really nice. Really handy. I don't know why that would have bumped construction other than maybe stability going up. a little bit. Yeah, so productivity and unemployment might have changed. But our unemployment's still hovering around 30%. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Okay, so I'm going to early research modern computing and work on the electronics researches. Oh, tanks seized. See, I never wanted the Soviet B-55s. Sell them for scrap. Little extra funds. Yeah, am I going to run out of territory to build in, though? That's the other question. Not really. It looks like I have plenty of space. I can build here, too, along the border. Go ahead and just be like, whoop. Another stack. Already got the roads built in that territory because that's where we're putting our power plants right at this moment. So everything's actually set up there for that to take off. Oh god. Qatar did something. Somebody had some election stuff go down. David Bargile or Bagile or something. I don't know, whatever his name is. He is not going to win this. We cannot let him win this next election. It's not allowed. And it's what, 2 months? That's cool. Yeah. You check our GDP rate. So we have a quarterly growth rate under 1%, so not exactly good. Not shrinking. But if it doesn't match our population growth rate, then our people we're losing GDP per capita, or we should be. It's kind of the issue. Tunisia had a revolution. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, you've got a bunch of different factions here. Gaddafi loyalists. Who's crazy enough to do that? That's wild. Looks like 1 unit left training and then we'll be done. Awesome. Alright. The conquest can begin. It starts with Venezuela now. This is the new plan. We sweep down. That's the new plan. We'll take our synthetic diamonds already. I know that I saw that they did actually change nukes to be effective so that you get fallout for an extended period of time. This would actually help. This is power generation. We're going to take that. I know the other one is actually productivity growth for the maglevs, so that is worthwhile as well. I'm curious why our power gen went negative all of a sudden. That's a little bit concerning. Should go positive again in 34 days, but yeah, that's a weird one to me. Because what did I get? I got precious metal output? So that would have just been related to getting factories from trade, but we still only have one listed. Which is curious. I don't know. I don't know why that's that way. Let it save whatever freakiness is going on and we'll figure it out. Yeah, so I got one civilian industry from making one. It's not getting any more from trade. All right, so we're approaching May, so our election's coming up. Right? One day? No. I don't know what date it is. It just says May. I guess it is 2010 already. Need to actually get this built then. Should have been researching that ahead. Oh well. Yeah, and like I said, I think we have turned the corner as far as interest rate. Our economy is growing, like our GDP is growing faster than our debt. Our interest rate is growing down or going down as the ratio is lowering. And that's still while accruing debt because we're still in a deficit. So we've hit some sort of weird balance. With an extremely high expenditure on debt. I think we're 1.9, I bet, or 1.8. Still, yeah, 1.8 on our debt, where most of our expenses are debt. All right, so that's actual power. This actually boosts construction speed, so I'm going to get that researched. Construction speed for nuclear power plants, which are way too long to make. All right, so we got this election taking place. It's the end of May because it's already the 27th. Yeah, we're not going to attack anyone. We're just going to let what happens play out. Should be the non-aligned autocrats, aka the drug cartel leader that no one's ever heard of. This is terrible. It's like 180 days of this. I can't afford any of it. We'll subsidize it. It's gonna be expensive. That was like the worst thing that could have happened there. Because I can't pay for anything politically right now because of the election. Like they knew that I was trying to get a cartel leader in power real quick. Oh no, we're definitely making changes. The good old days is removed. And then we'll invite different... No, I'll probably just let... I don't want any Democrats or anything like that in charge. We'll just let it play out with the non-aligned in charge with... Whoa. Definitely a cartel. That's definitely a cartel member. Political power gain reduction, but you get a population growth increase. You lose money on tax cost factor, I believe. Then you actually get reductions for healthcare cost and military wage. Yeah, but that's definitely a cartel smile. You can tell. All right, we're not wasting any time here because we're not going to have the political power after that goes through. We're just going to justify the war right away. Yeah, so Venezuela is moving troops into position. Oh man, Syria just went back into civil war. Very abruptly. Yeah, those are workforce reductions. Some of these give research speed bonuses. Only 2 years, and then you get productivity growth. This does no research bonus and no productivity increases. So we'll go with that one. Keep working on orbital launch vehicles. Damascus fell. That's crazy. All right, so we did... Why is my political power gain now like 4.141? We're still a minor power. It's an autocrats. Is it because of my corruption and I'm an autocrat? Is that what's happening? Oh yeah, it's definitely for each corruption level. Yeah. I gotta figure this is a cartel leader. Manipulating the government like that. Yes. So you can permanently suspend elections. Augustine or Augustin Bolivian is a wild name. We'll see how this goes. I definitely am going to permanently suspend all elections, though. I'm not going to do it right away. We got to consolidate power. And then we'll work on arresting all our rival cartel members after that. Because that's what would really happen if a cartel guy got in charge. Cleaning up the streets, guys. We're cleaning up the streets. Yes. As he's maniacally laughing in the background. Just no more political rivals. No more rivals in the cartel business. No more rivals anywhere. They are all reduced to nothing. Oh, wow. Yeah, the whole debt thing's gone crazy because of the additional expenses for 3 months. Not our business. All right, when's this war start? It's pretty quick, I think. It's a year. It's not that quick. I was wrong. I was very wrong. So by 2014. Yeah, that is a lot of political power, though. If I was a different party, I'd get resource bonuses on top of that. Pretty lame. %28 of popularity changes. Strength of the cartel could go down. And what is the percent chance of this happening? 28%? With a 71% of them hating it. And then everything getting more chaotic. Interesting. And only 87% of the intel. But we know there are no planes. That's some stockpiles, not enough. Not enough. All right. It's all like upkeep and supply things. Guess expensive doesn't always mean better. This gives you just much more trained units. Crazily trained units. I don't know. Org regain is pretty nice with max Army and generals group size. I think I'm gonna do mission command. I'm gonna try it again. What is this? What the hell happened? What? Did it flip down? What the hell? Okay, that's annoying. That is actually really annoying. I can't believe that just went down like that. I don't even know what to think there. I'm gonna go ahead and bump some stuff up. Try and finish this nuclear reactor. I'm having too many power issues to deal with this. It's just not worth it. I can't have that big of a power deficit. Thought I was going to be fine, but apparently not. Apparently that's a no-go. And my doctrines are ruined. Fully 100% ruined there. Don't even know how that's possible. But it did. It did happen that way. Guess this goes away in a month. So at least my income will almost be positive. Because I'll be able to take a corruption reduction as well. By January 4th, I'll get another nuclear plant. I need some of these I need to get all these rail lines finished too. That's depressing. Just not having enough factories. We'll go ahead, we'll make the power plant, then we'll swap the civilian industry back up and then move the power plant down. Yeah, this is unacceptable. 0.01 negative. There goes all my money. And you can see them moving units to try and match us for quantity or exceed us of divisions. Which they are, actually. I do need more infantry divisions. Which is a wild statement. I hope that's not permanent. That doctrine choice. Like, it should let me swap, I hope. Because that was terrible. It was really annoying. Alright, let me get our corruption down. I can't deal with this. Lower it. Even more. Oh, 1,000 productivity. Still 50 below the world average and missing out on a bunch of points. Pretty sad. And this will go away, so then we're only 800 million in the deficit. Did it not tell me when? It's already gone. You will not be missed. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Okay. It did push my interest rate higher than it should have ever been, though. We'll see how this plays out. Go ahead and move that up in preparation. And then I'm going to wait for the time. So let's go ahead and check where we are economically. In the world stage, we're still right behind Egypt at $1.2 trillion in GDP. Basically doubled our GDP from the start. And then logistics wise, we have minor stockpiles of goods and equipment, so that's nice. And then I'm just going to go ahead and grab that, and we'll say we'll end it right here, and I'll catch everyone on the next episode. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a good one.